Genesis chapter 32. Jacob is distressed. And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother, to the land of Seir, the country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, "Thus shall you speak to my lord Esau. Your servant Jacob says, Thus I have sojourned with Laban, and stayed there until now. And I have oxen and asses, flocks and men servants and women servants. And I have sent to tell my lord that I may find grace in your sight." And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to your brother Esau, and also he comes to meet you with 400 men with him." Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and herds and the camels, into two bands, and said, "If Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape." And Jacob said, "O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, and Lord, which said to me, Return to your country and to your kindred, and I will deal well with you. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies and of all the truth which you have showed to your servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become two bands. Deliver me, I pray you, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with the children. And you said, I will surely do you good, and make your seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude." And he lodged there that same night, and took of the which he came to his hand a present for Esau his brother, 200 she goats, and 20 he goats, 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 milk camels with their colts, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 asses, 20 she asses, and 10 fowls. And he delivered them into the hand of his servants, every drove of themselves. And he said to his servants, "Pass over me, and put a space between drove and drove." And he commanded the foremost, saying, "When Esau my brother meets you, and asks you, saying, Whose are you, and where go you, and whose are these before you? Then you shall say, They be your servant Jacob's. It is a present sent to my lord Esau, and behold, also he is behind us." And so commanded he the second and the third, and all that followed the drove, saying, On this manner shall you speak to Esau when you find him. And say you moreover, Behold, your servant Jacob is behind us, for he said, I will appease him with the present that goes before me, and afterward I will see his face, perhaps he will accept me. So went the present over before him, and himself lodged that night in the company. And he rose up that night, and took to his 2 wives and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the brook, and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaks. And he said, I will not let you go, except you bless me. And he said to him, What is your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince have you power with God and with men, and have prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray you, your name. And he said, wherefore is it that you do ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. And as he passed over Peniel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel eat not at the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh to this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew that shrank. That chapter clearly showing us through the scripture that Jacob wrestled with God, who appeared in a manly figure. It's not the first time, I'm sure.